People still talk about the night Mama Ebube was caught holding a small child's sandal in the dark. That was the moment the whole village understood that the disappearances were not accidents. It was the moment fear finally had a face. For months, children had been vanishing from our community. At first, it was one child every 2 weeks. Then one every week. Before long, the disappearances became so common that mothers began tying wrappers across their chest even in the afternoon because they were too scared to relax. No one slept well. No one trusted their neighbor. No one understood why children, only young children, were being targeted. The anger was building like thunder in the sky. But no one imagined that the person behind the crimes was someone they all knew, someone they all greeted every morning in the market. Mama Ebube was the kind of woman everyone liked. She sold herbs. She smiled at everyone. She always had time to advise people. When a child had fever, she mixed bitter but helpful leaves. When someone couldn't sleep, she made tea from roots she gathered herself. If a woman was having marriage problems, Mama Ebube invited her into her compound and talked to her gently like a sister. People believed she was a blessing to the community. But Mama Ebube was also a woman who had grown tired of her small life. She wanted a big house. She wanted fine clothes. She wanted more money than her hands could count. And she wanted it fast. Greed, when it enters the heart, does not knock. It simply sits down and starts giving orders. The forest behind our village was thick and heavy with secrets. Most people feared it. But Mama Ebube walked there often. She didn't tell anyone where she was going. She didn't carry a basket or a hoe. She simply tied her wrapper tight and disappeared into the trees. Deep inside the forest lived a ritualist known as Odegumiri. People said he once had power but lost everything, his family, his home, his dignity. Now he made money by teaching wicked people how to do wicked things. When Mama Ebube first visited him, she begged for wealth. She said, "I am tired of suffering. Give me something that will change my life." Odegumiri looked at her for a long time before speaking. "The only strong sacrifice," he said, "is the innocence of children. Bring me their essence, and you will never lack." Mama Ebube should have run. She should have shouted, "God forbid." She should have walked away. But she didn't. Greed had eaten her soul like termites eat dry wood. She nodded and said, "Show me what to do." Mama Ebube studied children carefully. She noticed the ones who came to buy herbs alone. She watched the ones who played near her store. She followed the ones who fetched water late in the evening. Her face never changed. She still smiled. She still helped people. She still greeted parents warmly. Nobody suspected her because evil rarely comes wearing a frown. Sometimes it hides behind the brightest smile. The first child disappeared on a rainy night. The second on a market day. The third while playing hide and seek. The village cried. The elders held meetings. The hunters patrolled at night. But the disappearances continued. Little Chokomika was only 5 years old. He was loved by everyone. His laughter made even angry people smile. When he went missing, something broke in the community. The cries of his mother echoed through the whole village. Men abandoned their food and went out with lanterns. Women covered their heads and prayed. People searched everywhere, bush paths, riverbanks, abandoned huts. Hours passed. Voices grew tired. Lanterns dimmed. Then a scream cut through the night. A hunter had found something near the path that led to Odegumiri's shrine. It was a woman. Mama Ebube. Her wrapper was dirty. Her hair was wild. She looked like she had been running through the dark. But the worst part, the part that made even the hunters step back, was the small sandal in her hand. Chokomika's sandal. They tied her hands. They circled around her. They asked questions. At first, she kept quiet. Then she started shaking. Her lips trembled. Her legs weakened. Finally, she confessed. She told them about the shrine. She told them about the ritualist. She told them about the promises of wealth. She told them everything she had done to the missing children. The village fell silent. Grown men cried. Mothers fainted. Even the elders had no words. How could a woman who once healed people become the same woman who destroyed families? The next day, the elders gathered the whole village. Everyone came, angry, scared, confused. The oldest elder spoke slowly. Greed has no friend. Evil can enter anyone who opens the door. We must learn to protect our children and our community. From that day, rules were made. Children must not walk alone at night. No one should trust people too quickly. Parents should always know where their children are. Anyone who visits the forest without reason will be questioned. The story of Mama Ebube became a warning told to every child in the village. Not to scare them, but to make them wise. Because danger sometimes hides behind the sweetest voice.